Today we will be discussing the philosophy and views of one of the most influential philosophers in Chinese history, Confucius. Confucius was born in 551 BC in Qufu, a small town in the state of Lu, which is now modern-day Shandong Province, China. He lived during the Eastern Zhou dynasty, a time of political and social turmoil, where different states were vying for power and influence. As a young man, Confucius worked as a government official, but he eventually became disillusioned with the political climate of the time and turned to teaching. He traveled throughout China, offering his teachings to anyone who would listen. Confucius's philosophy was based on the belief that society could only function properly if everyone acted with moral integrity and a sense of duty to their fellow citizens. He believed that people should be guided by principles of virtue and ethical behavior, and that the key to a harmonious society was the cultivation of personal and societal virtues. Confucius wrote several books, the most important of which is the Analects. The Analects is a collection of sayings and teachings attributed to Confucius and his disciples, and it remains one of the most influential texts in Chinese philosophy. One of the central concepts in Confucian philosophy is the idea of the Junzi, or the gentleman, or noble person. The Junzi is someone who embodies the highest virtues and acts with integrity and wisdom. Confucius believed that everyone had the potential to become a Junzi, and that it was the responsibility of society to cultivate these virtues in its citizens. Confucius also emphasized the importance of education in the cultivation of virtue. He believed that education should be accessible to all, regardless of social status or wealth. He believed that education should focus on moral and ethical principles, rather than just intellectual knowledge. In addition to his teachings on virtue and education, Confucius also had a strong sense of social justice. He believed that rulers should be chosen based on their moral character and their ability to lead, rather than their wealth or social status. He also believed that rulers had a responsibility to serve their people, and that they should be held accountable for their actions. Despite his widespread influence and teachings, Confucius was not widely recognized during his lifetime. It wasn't until several centuries after his death that his teachings gained widespread acceptance in China. Today, Confucianism remains one of the most important philosophical and ethical systems in Chinese culture. Confucius's teachings shaped the way that people thought about ethics, morality, and social organization. Confucianism became the dominant philosophy in China for centuries, and its influence can still be felt today. Another of Confucius's achievements was the development of a system of education that was accessible to all. He believed that education was the key to personal and societal transformation, and his ideas about education continue to shape Chinese culture today. Confucius died in 479 BC at the age of 72. His legacy lived on, however, and his teachings continue to inspire and influence people all over the world. His philosophy emphasizes the importance of moral integrity, social justice, and education, and it remains a powerful force in Chinese culture and beyond. In conclusion, Confucius was one of the most influential philosophers in Chinese history. His teachings on virtue, education, and social justice continue to shape Chinese culture and society to this day. Although he was not widely recognized during his lifetime, his legacy lived on and his ideas continue to inspire. Thanks for watching.